What's going on, everybody? My name is CJ, and today I thought it'd be cool to do a little bit of a different video for you guys. It's 23 degrees outside, and I am not in any mood to go out in the cold. So I thought we would do a little bit of an overview of Saturn memorabilia collecting. I have quite a few examples of some rare items out here, and thought it'd be a good idea to share them with you guys so you can kind of see what Saturn owners will start to accumulate as they keep their cars longer and longer. And I thought it would be cool too to show you guys all my little Saturn models. There's a lot of really cool details on them, and we'll go through that as we get into the video. So without further ado, let's get started. First off, we have the Saturn Homecoming hat. A lot of guys will collect hats. I've actually got 3 of them right now, one of which is going to go to my buddy at some point. This was really cool. This was actually worn at the Homecoming. This is either a 94 or a 99. I'm pretty sure it's a 94 just because of the font on here, but not 100% sure. If anybody knows, make sure to leave a comment down below. Next is Saturn mugs. A lot of guys will collect these mugs, and I have 2 of them right now. I have a duplicate of this one. I thought it was really cool when I seen it. This is of Saturn of Huntsville, Alabama, but we also have a Huntsville in Indiana. So I figured, hey, what the hey, I'll collect this one. We'll get to the models next. We'll go kind of get the stuff in the front and then move to the back. This is a brochure from the Saturn dealerships. So a lot of guys will also collect brochures. I've got a stack, probably about yay tall, of different Saturn brochures. I've actually got multiples now that I need to get rid of, but it's really cool because it talks about like all the info on Saturns, and I'd like to get all of this stuff uploaded at some point to our website, saturnnationals.com, to kind of show you guys everything. But that's an overview on this specific brochure. Next, this is really cool. This is a cassette tape from the 1994 Saturn Homecoming. I would assume they would have handed these out to owners, and it kind of shows you, a snippet of the music at the time. It's late 80s, early 90s. I think there's some 70s in there too, which is pretty cool. So I haven't gotten to play this one yet, and I'm gonna keep it that way because I want to keep it nice. So there's that cassette tape. This is another example of a brochure, except this one flips open. That remind you of any particular Saturn? I know it reminds me of one. So it kind of gives you like a flip out, and this is all the parts that they would have used on the 2000. This is, I believe, an SL2, right? Yep, that's the twin cam head. So this is a SL2. So anyway, super cool. Next, we have a Saturn pen. This is pretty cool. This pen, along with this brochure, is something that a buddy of mine, Keith, sent to me. He just shipped it out, and super thankful to have this in my collection and to be able to display it at shows. This is the only Saturn pen I've gotten. I was really excited when I saw this in the mail. Super cool here. And then this is neat. Saturn used to do a lot of like promotional stuff, so this would have given you free internet service and email. I wonder if it still works. Be kind of cool. But kind of gives you some info on the Saturn cars. And then this would have been, oh gosh, a Pentium processor. Wow, this is old. But this would have been like advertisement and stuff for the 2000 model year. I'm not sure if they would have sold this in dealerships or not. That's a good question. If anybody knows, let me know down below. Next, this is pretty cool. This is the little Hot Wheels blimp. This is a pretty popular one. I think they made this to commemorate the View's new model line, and they've got all kinds of like cool info and stuff. And I love their little slogan there. It's different in a Saturn. You don't get it until you drive one, that's for sure. So that's something else cool I have. Now this is really neat. I got this off of a guy on the Saturn Car Memorabilia group. This is really cool because it's a JD Power Award from 2002. They would have had these out on displays in dealerships, and so I'm assuming that once a dealership shut down, they collected these and stuff. But it's really cool because Sally is a 2002, and so when I seen this online, I was like, I have to have it. I have to add to my collection. that's what happens quite a bit, is when you start collecting these is you're like, I have to have it, and you just add to cart on eBay. So that's how a lot of these came to fruition. Anyways, so now we'll go ahead and start with one of the models. This is an auto art Saturn View. I believe this one was like a 2000 or 2002. I can't remember for sure. But it's 1/18 scale. As you can see, the underside is well detailed. The steering wheel will move with the wheels. The engine bay is super detailed. And I can't remember for the life of me what motors these had. I'll have that somewhere here on screen so you can see that. But the doors open and stuff. The hood open like you saw, and even the trunk opens. So right back here, yeah, and in the little bag there's a little shift handle. This one broke off, as you can see right there, if it will focus where I want it to. Maybe not, that's okay. Unfortunately, these cars are getting super old. All of these are over 20 years old. So they're getting rather fragile, as you can see there. And then the next cars we have are actually built by Saturn. These were sent out to dealerships. There was a limited run of 50,000 units. I believe I have every single color. We've got the green, the gold, the black, and the silver. Not 100% sure what other colors they had. If you guys know, let me know in the comments below, because I'd be really interested. But we'll go ahead and grab the tan car, because of course I've got the tan Saturn. So these also have the hoods that open up. Not quite as detailed as the auto art ones, but they still have all the important details. The wheels don't move, like they don't have steering on them, but the interior is super well detailed. All the doors open up, and the trunk opens up too. So, and it's also got a little bit of detail on the underside as well. Not quite as much as the auto arts, but still enough for you to be able to discern, like, hey, that's a Saturn underneath. But anyway, so we'll put that one back. And now we'll go over to the other auto art models. This is the most complete one. Unfortunately, all of mine have the driver's side mirror broken off on all of them. So this one is the only complete one that I have. We'll show you the red one, but I just kind of wanted to show you what it looked like with all of its parts and stuff on it. But this is the yellow one. Apparently the red ones are the rarest from what I've heard. So I've got two of them. The one in the box there is broken. The one wheel fell off of it. I'm not gonna fix it, actually. It's gonna go on a display that I'm gonna have at Saturn Nationals. So if you want to see that display, make sure you attend the event. Not gonna reveal what it is quite yet, but it's gonna be a really cool display. Anyways, so this is the red SC2, and the hood opens on this one too. You see it's got the little detailed engine bay there. And then if we go on this side, driver's door opens, and the little third door opens as well. So you can kind of get a glimpse at the interior of it. It's really well detailed, considering what, the scale that this is. All of them are 1/18 scale. So you're able to get a decent amount of detail in it, but for their size, I think it's pretty impressive. And then the underside is also super well detailed. They've got the little subframe there, along with the exhaust that runs all the way down. As a S-Series owner, this is actually pretty darn accurate, which is really cool to see. Except for, obviously, the holes that hold them on the pedestal and the text. But anyway. So that is it for the models. I have another view there. So in total, I have 4 SC2 models. I've got 4 SL2 models, and then 2 views. I would really like to get my hands on the L Series 18th scale model. That's the last one that I'm missing out of the lot. I'll find one eventually. It's just going to take some time. But speaking of L Series, this is pretty cool. This is a little Johnny Lightning pewter model that they would have had out on the dealership floor. Or I don't know if they would have sold these at the dealership or not, but this kind of has like a description of the new L Series, their new V6 that they were touting. and it's got info on like all the standard features and stuff, along with some of the up-level options you can get too, which is pretty cool. The last super cool Saturn thing that a lot of people like to collect are the little Saturn stuffed animals. These are really neat. I would really like to get more, but they rarely pop up for sale. This one was given to me by a gal by the name of Ashley. She gave this to me at the 2024 Saturn Nationals Fall Special that we held out in Hershey, PA. I was super excited to get this. This is the first and only stuffed animal I have, but a lot of Saturn owners will go gaga and crazy over this because they're just so rare and so cool. Like, look, he's a little monkey, he's wearing a Saturn shirt, so super cool, something you don't really see every day, and that's kind of why a lot of people collect this stuff, is just because you don't see it every day. I'm super fortunate to be able to put it out on display at the next Saturn Nationals, just so people can get to see it, and that's kind of my motivation for collecting all this, is to share with people. And that's why I wanted to make this video, is to show you guys that side of the cars themselves, there's a lot of really cool things that you can collect and see. I thought it would be a really cool video too, kind of showing you guys off all my neat little cars here and stuff. Anyway, so I think we'll go ahead and end the video there. Hope you guys enjoyed watching it. If you have any Saturn memorabilia, make sure to comment down below. I'd love to see what you guys have. And if you have any other info as far as any models go, like, I'd be interested to hear about if there's any more colors for the SL2 models. So thank you guys for joining in, and we will hopefully see you guys at the next Saturn Nationals. Again, I'm going to have a lot of this out on display there. So link to the website down below. Have a great day, everybody.